Hey, what's up good people, welcome to episode 21 of PWND. I just got back home and I promised you guys, not really promised, I told you guys that this week's episode would be a bit earlier, and this is the reason why. I just got back home, I took a shower, I was actually out hanging out with a fellow Nerfer from Malaysia. His name is Kuok Sing. So I want to give a big shout out to Kuok Sing for doing this for me. Kuok Sing actually approached me, he reached out to me first and said, hey Syk, I'm coming over to Singapore, and apparently here in Malaysia we have the rough cut 2x4. Would you like to have one? So I said yes please, and I finally got it from him, and that is why I'm putting this video out for you guys. Now apparently it's no longer available on the shelves in Malaysia, so I don't really know what's the story behind that. But once again, big shout out to Kuok Sing. Hey man, thanks a lot, you're a cool guy. He's a really cool guy, so if you guys have a chance, go hit him up in Malaysia, you know, or when he comes down to Singapore. So here it is, the rough cut 2x4. Now he had to actually bring it across the border from Malaysia to Singapore by hand, so it wasn't shipped the usual way, and therefore it has already been unboxed. He was kind enough to flatten the box for me and bring it over along with the blaster. So I don't really have all the inserts, you know, the cardboard inserts that hold the blaster down. Yeah, but I do have the box. So clearly it's a 75 feet version. That means it's an orange trigger. It's a rough cut 2x4, and why is it 2x4? I'll show it to you in a short while. But apparently it's from the it says blast 2 darts at once, and it's from the multi-shot madness series. So I don't know if this is, you know, Nerf's new sub-branding, but for those of you who've actually been following all the blogs, especially Nerf Mods and Reviews blog, you know that the pictures for the Vortex Diatron have been released, and it's under the multi-shot madness category also, and that leads me to think that it's launching more than one dart at a single time. So here it is. This is the box itself, box art on the top like that, and on the side I don't really remember this, but was there ever any Nerf boxes actually showed just the blaster alone without that model on the side? I don't really know, but yeah, bottom, and here's the back of the box. Tactical reel. There's a sticker over here that says Hasbro Toy Malaysia. So yes, this is gotten from Malaysia. Of course, apparently the official release date is way ahead, next year in 2013. But they advertise other stuff like the Strife, Retaliator, and the Rampage, and of course you can check out some videos of the Strife online already. Pump action slam fire, so it blatantly states it's slam fire. Pump repeatedly while holding the trigger to unleash a steady double stream of darts. The front view, it says launch 8 elite darts without reloading, and elite darts work with any elite blaster and most original end strike blasters, so that's pretty cool actually. Fires up to 75 feet for this particular version. So there's nothing left in the box. It should come with a pack of 8 darts, and here's the instruction manual before I show you the blaster, because I know that's what all you guys are actually waiting for. Too bad. Well, tactical reel, loading tubes, and slam fire slide. It's not called a pump anymore, it's called a slam fire slide. Rough cut 2x4. So the instructions here tell you how to load the darts in, and this is the thing, it says be sure darts are inserted fully into loading tubes. Only the tip of the dart should be visible. Now I believe that it's because of the air restrictors. It's just speculation. I actually asked Kuok Sing to do a few tests for me before he actually gave it to me when I didn't have it on hand. So I want to run these tests with you guys on the camera with the blaster itself. But I do believe that this mechanism of the way it fires off 2x2 has something to do with the air restrictors, and there has to be a reason why they're telling you make sure only the tip of the dart should be visible. Okay, single fire mode and double shot mode. So yes, much like the barrel break can fire off one dart at one time, it says pull the slam fire slide all the way back, then push all the way forward, pull trigger halfway to fire one dart, pull the trigger the rest of the way to fire a second dart, repeat to fire again. And double shot mode, just pull the trigger fully to fire 2 darts at once. And for slam fire, well, you know the deal. So wow, it says do not store blaster cocked and ready to fire, so that's quite interesting. So here we go. This is the beautiful rough cut. I personally think this is very nice. It's kind of like Leonhardt's gunblade, you know, with the shape and everything. It's a lot more streamlined than the barrel break. It looks kind of futuristic, and it looks a bit like a chopper. I don't really know, but here's the rough cut. Alright, and it has 2 priming indicators, so when you pull it back, you'll see both sides turn orange. And what I found out through testing it out a little bit was when there's no darts on the inside, both primary indicators will go off at the same time with even a half pull, and that would indicate that both actually fired. So That's it, both are out. Okay, just one sound, that's what you heard. So now this prime is actually not that tough. Quite surprising. I would expect that, you know, to get elite performances this is gonna be pretty tough, but apparently it's not. It's actually, I would say it's easier than priming or caulking a Rampage. Maybe it's because they're using weaker springs, maybe it's because Nerf has actually had some engineering advancement, or maybe it's because... No, I'm just joking. Okay, so I'm gonna load all the darts inside. Okay, so this is what it would do traditionally. When you load all 8, you are supposed to make sure that you can only only the tips of the darts are visible after pushing all the way in. Now I do believe that this you know, is a sort of a detector, or it's sort of the air restrictor is made in such a way that it will route the airflow. So now I'm going to give you guys a quick firing demonstration of it firing off single shots first. I'll fire off 4 single shots and then 2 double shots. Okay, so this is the first single shot. Oh, that wasn't even a single shot, that was a double shot, I'm sorry. Okay, well, single shot, let's try again. Okay, that's a single shot. So you can see one priming indicator goes off, and the one on the right side is not, it's still in. So I'm going to pull the trigger all the way, fully. Yep, so that's the second dart. Okay, so one more time, single fire shot. It's a half pull, as you can see, and a full pull. Right, and then I'm going to fire off both. So some of the tests that I actually asked Kuok Sing to run was, okay, I have a whole bunch of LED darts over here. What if I only load just the lower 2 and I skip? What if I put this, what if I load it this way? Okay, so it will just automatically fire off the first 2 and then the bottom 2. Check it out. First 2 out. Alright, and then the second 2 out. And that was actually pretty powerful. So now I'm going to try it in this setup. I'm going to alternate it, because apparently always this half fires first. So let's try it this way. Then I'll be firing off alternating in an alternating pattern. Okay, so it's going to be left, right barrel. See how that goes. 2 came out, so it was both of these. So I'm going to try a single fire and see how that goes. Single fire first, hope I pull it off. Single fire, left dart out, we're left with the right dart, and I'm just going to squeeze the trigger all the way. Right. So I'm going to try something else now. Leave it on the right side. Okay, I'll just put it on top. Okay, I'll leave it here on the second barrel. I wonder if half a pull triggers off just one side with no dart coming out. Yes, it does. The left side has already been released and the right side is still in. I'm going to try to prime the blaster again. I can't. Apparently there's a bolt lock or a priming lock. So there we go. So because of this behavior, it leads me to think that the air restrictors are sort of an indication to the plunger tube, so it kind of reroutes the way the air is released. Now in order to better illustrate that, I'm going to load some darts. I'm going to load all 8 in fact, and I'm going to try and explain that to you by using the way the darts fire off, to prove it to you guys, or to explain it to you guys in a clearer fashion. So the reason why I believe, we'll be opening this up later anyway, the reason why I believe that Hasbro actually wrote in the instruction manual to tell you that you have to push the darts all the way in is because they want you to push the air restrictor. You know that little 3-prong, let me see if I have a spare air restrictor piece over here. I found half of it. Where is the other half? Okay, I got it. Wow, wonderful. Okay, so you guys are familiar with these 2 pieces, right? This, I believe, is from a Maverick. So air restrictor would usually traditionally be in such a fashion, like that. So these 2 halves together with a spring on the back. So this is the when the air restrictor has the slots closed, and that's when it blocks the air. So when you push a dart into the back, it opens up this way, so it lets the air flow out better. And then once you fire it off, when it detects pressure, when the dart leaves the barrel, the spring would come. The spring behind the air restrictor piece would move forward and close up the air hole. So I do believe that by pushing it back, it's a new, I speculate, it's a new sort of air restrictor system where if it detects that the air restrictor is closed, it would not release any air at all. Instead, it will channel the air downwards towards the next barrel. I believe that. So I'm going to try to illustrate. Okay, I'll just show you guys this way first. I'll remove all 4 on the left side, because the left barrel is always the one firing first. So I'll be firing off single shots for the right barrel. So first shot, no dart. Second, full pull, 1 dart. Next one, nothing. And just for fun, I'll remove the third one. Okay, so we're left with the last one. This one will definitely fire, even though I had this inside just now. First half pull, nothing. Second half pull, the dart comes out. So yeah, so one more test to show you guys, the one that I wanted to show you earlier. Pardon me that I'm taking so long. It's because I want to do this live and direct for you guys. Not really live, because you guys are actually watching a pre-recorded video, but this is the first time I'm actually doing this too, and I want to record my reactions and what's happening on film and sharing it with you guys. So now I have all 8 inside. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just leave random dart slots loose. Okay, so I'll leave let's say I'll leave this one. I'll leave these 2. Okay, I'll leave these 2. Oh, did you see that? So if I... Oh, okay. So you see that? This is proof that they're actually connected. Check it out. Wow. Okay, this isn't working. This one isn't working so well. But this one is very apparent. This one is very apparent. So it just makes me... Oh yes, even the lower right barrel, same thing. It leads me to think that they are indeed connected on the inside. So I'll just do this. Okay, so now if my theory is right, because these 3 darts are loose, the first half pull should not fire a dart. Oh no, the first half pull will fire this left barrel, and then the full pull will fire off this barrel. That's if my speculation is right. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so okay, for this I'll be firing off in this fashion so that you guys can see. So first half pull, I was right, so it was this barrel, and then the last half pull will be this dart. And once again I am correct. So I do believe that yes, oh oops, this one leaked out. I do believe that yes, this is how the air restrictors work. Because of 2 different plunger tubes, they are channeled all downwards. So if an air restrictor is activated, all the air would release or go out from that particular air restrictor. Okay, so now I'm gonna just slam fire off the rest for you guys to see. Keep my this finger here. Okay, I'm gonna just do it with my unnatural side. So there we go. There we go. So slam fire is done. It works and everything is going good. Oh yes, one last thing to show you guys. Oh, just get it done. If you were to try to slam fire and push the pump or the slide slowly, you would still activate it in single shot mode. Check it out. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze this like that all the way back. I'm gonna slowly click it first. Watch my left finger, it never leaves the trigger. Oops, wasn't slow enough. My bad. Let's try it again. I believe that it's possible because I heard 2 clicks. Okay, let's try it one last time. If I can't and I fail, I apologize. I'm just human. I make mistakes too. Okay, here we go. Left trigger squeezed. Left finger squeezing the trigger. Half. Nope, not possible. Okay, so slam fire automatically releases both darts at the same time, even though I can hear 2 clicks. Right, so this is the rough cut 2x4, and now I'm gonna open it up and show what the internals are to you guys, especially the air restrictors. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of that. See you in a short while. Hello, this is the rough cut 2x4. Now before I proceed, I noticed something very funny. Over here it says rough cut 2x4, and on the box, let me just get the box in view, it says rough cut 2x4. Rough cut. Let me just show you the blaster again. Rough cut 2x4. Let me show you the instruction manual. It says rough cut 2x4, and inside, do they ever say the rough cut again? No, they don't say the rough cut here. No, they don't. But over here on the blaster it says the rough cut 2x4. rough cut 2x4. Make up your mind, Hasbro, is it rough cut or rough cut? Yeah, well, anyway, I've already undone all the screws, and as always, remove the pump grip first. Now the good thing about it is that most of the screws on this blaster are of the same size, except for the screw port over here and these two. Anything to do with the first three on the top are all smaller than the rest, and everything else is the same size, including the one on the pump, so that's a good thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up this blaster. I've never opened it before, so let's explore it together, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna try and open up this blaster. Don't have any exploding internals, please, 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 please. Oh, I feel like something is stuck on the underside. Oh, you can see the trigger coming up. What's going on? Everything has to be reversed. Oh, okay, so you undo the screws on one side, and then you have to flip it over like so, and then you remove it. Okay, so that's how it works. Amazing. Very much like some of the Vortex blasters, right? Yep. So take note of that. Don't let this guy fly away. This one here. Hope I don't forget to put him back. So oh, okay, 2 sling points. Alright, so here are the internals. You can see the trigger has already come out a little bit. That's not very nice. I'll try and see if I can lift up the entire thing. No, oh, I can. Oh wow, so I guess you can fit everything on the underside or the other side. Okay. Oh wow, that's not very nice. I shall leave it on the other side then. Just get the other half of the shell, and I'll try and transplant everything over as one solid piece. Okay, let's see how I'm gonna do this. So I'm talking to myself because this is the first time I'm doing this thing, so please pardon me and my weirdness. So here we go. Transplant everything over. 1, 2, 3. Flip it around. Yes, everything seems to be pretty safe, and I'm gonna put this one away. Oh, that's a screw. Okay. Here we go. Rough cut internals. So this is obviously the trigger. And I'm gonna make sure everything sits nicely first. It's supposed to be like that. Seems that this whole thing is a moving piece. Oh no, it's not. It's supposed to lock inside. So make sure that the white nub over there goes into a slot. Let me try and show you the slot. So you see that slot? The white nub has to go in that slot. Like that. That's what we call sitting in place. Okay, so everything seems to be held in by screws, and all these things seem to be just a part of the priming bar. It's kind of sad that they're actually using gears and teeth, and so that's how it works. There has to be 2 gears to do that. Yep, I'm right. There are a set of gears on the underside. There are 3 in total, and they make these, I guess, move in the right place. So okay, these are all the slam fire mechanisms over here. You can see that's the moving piece for the slam fire. Yep, that's how it works. Now plunger tube and air restrictor. So let's try and see if I can remove the air restrictor piece. I'm gonna take this off, but I don't seem to be able to do so. See if I can take you off, man. Okay, first one's done, second one's out. Oh, that's how you slide it out. Okay, so you guys saw how I did that, right? Okay, so I'm going to leave the whole gear piece in place, but I'll try and show it to you guys. Just remove the spring and make sure that the trigger's all in place. So everything seems to be one solid piece. Pretty interesting engineering if you ask me. This is apparently seems to be like a lock. It's not activating. How do I deactivate that? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's the bolt lock. This thing is the bolt lock itself. See, when it's down, you can prime it. Once it comes back, it pops up and then it blocks the. Okay, so that's the pump lock, and I'm going to leave that in place because that's not what I want to fool around with right now. This is the plunger tube itself, or the plunger tube assembly, and it seems to be fitting inside. Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Pop it out straight away. Alright, so you can see this is the entire muzzle and air restrictor piece, and I don't know if any of these parts are glued in or welded in, but it's held in by 3 screws that I can see so far. Now, set this aside here. There's a cap for a plunger tube cap, and there's a screw. I'm going to remove this screw so I can show you guys the plunger tubes, or the plunger heads themselves. So here we go. Sorry if I'm blocking the light. Alright. Is it the same size? Yeah, it's the same size screw as the rest of the screws, so it's not going to be a problem if you accidentally lose that screw. So here we go. Take it out. This is one of the plunger tubes, or the plunger head, and it's pretty short actually. Now I have with me a retaliator, or a rampage. This is a rampage plunger tube, and the spring. So let's compare the spring first. Okay. Oh wow, it's got grooves and everything. It's got a groove right there to hold the spring in. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. Spring comparison time, as you can see, very different. This is the rampage and retaliator spring. This is the rough cut spring. It's actually pretty tough on its own. Yeah, I wonder if I could find any replacement spring for this. I would have to see. But anyway, plunger tube comparison, right? So as you can see, the air output's right here. Oh, it goes all the way through, so it really needs this over here. And the way the plunger heads are made or engineered, they are the same. They have the same kind of dead space on the top. Okay, so this is the comparison. Alright, they seem to be about the same length. What about OD? Let's see, ID and OD, are they the same? Yeah, they are about the same. As you can see, I'm trying to fit them inside. So let's do a plunger tube swap, or plunger head swap test. Okay, see how this one fits. Same, it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly the same. So I'm going to try and see the seal test. 100% seal on the rampage plunger head. Yep, let me just show you the vacuum again. Okay, I'm going to put this one back in its original casing. Okay, where's the spring? Okay, put the spring back, and this one goes aside, and I'll leave it there. Let's get this one here. Let's see if this is 100% seal too. Here we go. Let me get rid of the spring. I'm sorry, the spring is getting in my way. Okay, so let's see what this can do. No, it's not 100%. Nope. As you can, but applying pressure really takes up a lot of effort down there. So that it's kind of like 100%, but when it comes backwards, no, it doesn't work. It sounds like an air tank kind of thing, a pump. So well, if you want to, you could mod and change the head of the plunger head and do that, but there's no point in doing that. You just have to add some Teflon tape or some E-tape on the bottom. So I'm going to leave it because the seal apparently is pretty good, as you could tell from what I just did. See, it's pretty tough to compress. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So now we know how this thing works. I'm going to put this aside because this is not what I want. Oh wait, I'm just going to screw this back. You know what, I'll just screw it back later because you guys already know how it is done. So let's have this piece over here then. Now this is the part that I'm most interested in, and I'm pretty sure that you guys want to see what's on the inside too. Is it the same screw size? Yep, same screw size. Good job, Hasbro. Making things a bit more uniform and making things a bit easier for us avid modders out there. So I have 3 screws. I'm taking all of them out. Ah la 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 la. Right, here we go. All 3 are the same. See if I can lift this out, or if there's a way to ease this thing out. I don't want to break it, you know. I only have 1 rough cut. Ah, okay. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. There's 1 more screw there. My bad. See? Stupid psych. Do your research next time. Don't anyhow unscrew. Don't try and force things out. Now you break it. Make sure you look carefully. 4 screws are 4 screws. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now it doesn't want to come out, so never mind. It's okay. It's already undone. So push it up. Oh, there we go. So see these patterns over here, these are all lined up in a certain fashion. It actually looks pretty cool though. Like I could hit someone on the face and make some crazy cool plus marks. But anyway, here are the springs for the air restrictors. Let's hope that nothing else falls out. Wow, these springs are long. These are like the longest air restrictor springs I've ever seen. Put these aside. Please don't drop. Okay, stay there. Oh, what happened? They're not dropping out. They're not coming out. This whole part is sealed. It's like molded and sealed as one solid piece, so I'm not able to open it up to show you guys. Oh, phooey, that sucks. Oh wait, looks like it could split in half. I'm trying to locate a screw, but I can't seem to locate a screw. Seam line, no screws there. Nothing on this side. Nothing on the inside. Yep, really, there's nothing on the inside. I guess everything's just sealed up. Now I want to try and take it apart for you guys to see, but I don't want to destroy this rough cut. You know, I only have one. So okay, I'm really sorry guys, I'm not able to try and pry this thing open. I'm not even thinking of submerging it into like hot water and then trying to pry it open, because I don't really know how it works. Unfortunately, I have only one of these rough cuts and the release date is not till 2013, so I hope that you guys would understand. I'm not going to try and cannibalize this thing and destroy it and ruin a perfectly beautiful blaster. So I do apologize for that. Okay, so when so you see, like, it looks like it's empty or each slot, but when you load a dart in, you see the restrictor come up. See the orange piece over there? Let me just show you the next barrel. Check out this one over here. Right, so I'm gonna just, so you see it comes up. Yep, that's like to, I guess, to allow the air to go in. So air will go in there first, and then, oh, I see it. I see how it works. I can actually see it from here visibly. Okay, I'll try and get a close shot for you guys. Okay, so this is what is happening. I would like to draw your attention to the inside over here. Okay, you have to check out the far end. See, follow the black part of my screwdriver and it hits the back. So that's where the end of this wall is. But if you look deep inside, as I insert this dart, and as the orange piece moves up, you'll actually see a little slot opening up with inside there. So check it out. Let me try and show you guys. See that? See that slot opening up? That's where the air travels through. So my theory was right. Now all these, when the spring's pushing it forward, all these air restrictors keep that slot closed. Now each of these have a respective slot on their air restrictor slot or barrel itself. So for the rest, they're all traveling downwards. So for the second one, which is a bit more difficult to get for you guys on camera, it'll be on the inside. As you can see, the thinner, narrower part where my screwdriver is touching right now, beyond that you actually see the slot. So let me try and show to you guys very slowly. Okay, so it's this barrel. Hope I can get it on camera. The light. There, you see it right at the back. It turned darker a little bit. That's the dart itself. I'm going to remove it so you can see it. Okay, now the air restrictor is down again. Sorry, I had to push it down because there's no spring. Now watch again carefully. Right in that corner over there. Okay, follow the screwdriver again. Right in that corner where the screwdriver is. Okay, where the screwdriver is. So check it out. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. You saw that? Turn darker. Right, so especially for the top one, you can see very clearly. See? It moves. So that's how the air restrictors work. I'm so happy that I realized this and I found this out, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you guys. Now I can't really show you the rest because of the lighting. I don't have a direct light shining downwards, and even if I do, I don't have a camera that is able to go inside deep enough to actually show you guys. So let's see if I can do this. See if I can bring the camera nearer for you. Hang on. This might work. Watch the corner, watch the corner. Now you can't see it. You can't see it. There, you see it? No, not really, barely. You guys can see it. Just barely over there. What about the third slot? That's even worse for you guys. What about on this side? There, see it? Okay, so that sums it up. So my theory was right. It will the air will go out whichever barrel has the air restrictors activated and open up for that channel of air to travel out. So yeah, I'm gonna put all this thing back now in place, and I'm gonna enjoy having fun with my rough cut. See you in the next part of the video. Bye. So I hope that gave you some insight on the internals of the rough cut. I'm happy that I'm correct and my theory was right, and apparently because of that, it's gonna be pretty tough to mod this blaster. Unless you want to completely get rid of all the turrets. Don't try and remove the air restrictors. Please do not try to remove the air restrictors, okay? It would affect the way this blaster performs, so please take note of that. Rebarreling is alright, it's an option, but you still have to bore out the turret enough, you know, before you can actually fit your barrel of choice in. Please remember, do not remove the air restrictors, okay? Not the blaster would not function in the 2x4 manner. Right, just for kicks, I'm going to put on a scope, and this is how the rough cut looks like with the scope. Honestly, it looks pretty dumb, but Kuok Sing actually mentioned that he thinks that this actually looks sweet with the barrel break 8-dart holder. Now I personally don't have access to a barrel break, so I don't own the 8-dart holder, but I have already ordered my 8-dart holder from Slydev, and if you guys don't know what Slydev is, go check it out. It's in the video description, and Slydev actually makes 3D printed Nerf accessories that you can fit on the tactical rails of Nerf blasters. And yes, one more time, if you actually use the coupon code PWND and check out with that coupon code, you can get 15%, that's 15% off the total item price, excluding shipping. But still, it's a steal. I mean, Slydev stuff are really good, they're really innovative, and they add a lot of tactical factor to your blasters, and the best part is, it's cheap. And you can get it even cheaper if you use my coupon code. Once again, it's PWND, PWND, and check out all the links in the video description below. Alright, so before I actually go off, let me just give you guys a quick size comparison between this and the usual suspects. Nerf Retaliator. So that's the size, you can see. It's about twice the length of a Retaliator. So here we go, and then we have a Rampage. Oh, this is my Rampage 3K. From I guess from muzzle to butt, it's almost of the same length. Alright, and just for the kicks of it, I want to give you a comparison between this and something a little more similar. Let me get rid of the hopper first because it's in the way. Here we have my modified wall primary, the tinted triple shot. So here we go. Excluding the stock, it's about the same size. Okay, so that leads me to think that it would fit into my rifle holster very nicely, and I'm right. So yeah, it goes in all the way like that. Oh, very nice. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. This was episode 21, and I really hope that I gave you guys something interesting, like I promised. I tried my best to deliver. The grip is very nice, by the way. It's very comfortable. So it's so comfy. I forgot to mention to you guys, I really like the rough cut. Right off the bat, it looks sweet. It's very nice the way they did the paint job on this thing. Has the same digital camo, 8 darts, and they fire off pretty well. For those of you who are going to ask me for ranges, I will not do a range test because you guys know why already, why I do not like to perform range tests. But I'm pretty sure that range tests will be popping up on YouTube very soon. Alright, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you, Kuok Sing. It really means a lot for you to travel all the way out from Malaysia down here to Singapore and reach out and actually ask me whether I'm interested. Of course I am, and I'm very, very happy that I'm an owner of this thing. I'm very, very proud owner. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this in-depth review. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna conduct a giveaway in my next video. I promise it's gonna be a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. One of the rules, like I mentioned, subscribe. You have to be a subscriber first. Alright, yeah, stay tuned for episode 22. It's coming in a week's time. Maybe less, maybe more. I think more than a week. So stay tuned till next weekend, okay? So once again, here's a close-up look for the rough cut. Not really once again, this is the first time. Nice N-Strike Elite logo on the handle of the blaster. Right here. Okay, so that ends my video. Hope you liked the rough cut. Please stay tuned, and I'm pretty sure that all of you are excited, waiting for it to be released in stores. Peace!